Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus which is triangles, and in that class we discuss all the important questions related to angle sum property of the triangle, exterior angle property of the triangle, and some of the angle sum property of the triangles. Okay, and we take and solve so many important questions of your NCERT exercise and other important questions related to that property and simplify them, solving them. Now in that class we are going to discuss about the new topic of your that chapter triangle, which is what congruence of triangles, which is very important topic for you and your upcoming examination. Means what? Congruence of triangles. Dear student, first of all we discuss about the congruence of two line segments, or line, you say that. Suppose that we have two line segment AB and another is what? CD. We have two line segments. Here we have two line segments AB and CD. Okay, we clear the concept of congruent figure. What is the congruency of line segment? Dear friend, these two line segments AB and CD are said to be congruent to each other if length of AB is equal to length of CD. Length of AB is equal to length of CD means if the length of line segment AB is equal to the length of line segment CD, then this line segment is congruent to each other. This is the symbol of congruency. Okay, it means that if we superpose, if we put up line segment AB on CD, then it is to exactly cover the line segment AB. Means if the length of AB is 6 centimeter, then the length of CD is also 6 centimeter for congruent. So that's why in this way this is the congruency of a line segment. Key two line segments are said to be congruent to each other if and only if their length is to be same. Both are equal in lengths. Okay, now we are going to clear about the congruency of angles. We are showing two angles. Two angles in which conditions? In what condition two angles are congruent to each other? Different two angles are said to be congruent to each other. Two angles are said to be congruent to each other. Two angles are said to be congruent to each other if they have equal in measure. Equal in what? Measure. Yes, equal in measure. So two angles is said to be congruent to each other if and only if they have equal in measure. Suppose that if angle A is equal to 60 degree, then angle B is also equal to 60 degree. Then it is said to be congruent to each other. In this way, we clear the concept of congruent figures. We discuss about congruency of a line segment, and we discuss about the congruency of angles. Okay, so two line segments are said to be congruent to each other if they have equal in lengths. And two angles are said to be congruent to each other if they have equal in measure. So these are the concept of congruency of two line segments or two angles. Now we are going to discuss about the congruence of triangles. In what condition two triangles are said to be congruent to each other? In what condition are said to be congruent to each other? Suppose that we have two triangles. Suppose that we have two triangle ABC, and another one is what? Triangle PQR. Okay, Suppose that we have two triangles ABC and triangle what PQR. Here we have two triangles ABC and triangle PQR. Now we discuss about the congruency of triangles. Now we discuss about the congruency of triangles. Now let's see. Dear friends, suppose that if two triangles are said to be congruent to each other if and only if their corresponding sides are equal and their corresponding angles are also equal. Their corresponding sides are equal and also their corresponding angles are also equal. It means that if we put up angle PQR on angle ABC, then it that angle is exactly covered to that triangle. If that triangle PQR is exactly covered to triangle ABC, then we can say that both are congruent to each other. Suppose we discuss about some other congruency example of congruency. Our palm, if we write them in that way, then these are superposed to each other, so we can say that these are the congruent to each other. Similarly, if we put up angle PQR on that angle, if that angle superposed to each other exactly covered triangle ABC, then we can say that both are congruent to each other. So for congruency of triangle, let's see two triangles are said to be congruent to each other if and only if first point, their corresponding sides are equal, their corresponding sides are equal. Second ones, their corresponding angles, their corresponding angle are also equal. So these are two very important conditions for congruency of triangle. For congruency of triangles means their corresponding sides are equal as well as their corresponding angles are equal. So here in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, if their corresponding sides AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and AC is equal to PR, and their corresponding angles are equal, means angle A is equal to angle P, angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R, and angle C is equal to angle R. Okay, so if in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, if their corresponding sides means AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and AC is equal to PR equal to each other, and their corresponding angles are also equal, means angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R, then in that way, in that condition, we can say that then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Triangle PQR. So dear student, this is the concept of what? Congruency of triangles. So please dear student, first of all you clear the concept of congruency of triangles. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these concepts. Now we are going to discuss about some important criterions. Okay, congruence criterion related to triangles. Let's see dear students. Now dear students, we are going to discuss about the some important congruence criteria related to triangle is what? First we discuss about the side angle side, means SAS, means side angle side congruence criterion. Congruence criterion. Okay, so first of all we discuss about the first congruence criterion related to that topic, which is side angle side congruence criterion, which is very important for you and your upcoming questions. Let's see. Here students, two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent. ठीक है, if two sides and if two sides and the included angle included angle of one are equal to its are equal to the corresponding sides are equal to the corresponding sides are equal to the corresponding side and the included angle and the included angle of the other triangle. If two triangles are congruent, if two sides and the included angle of one are equal to the corresponding sides and the included angle of the other triangle of the other triangle. This is the conditions for side angle side congruence criterion. What is this? Let's see once more time. Here two triangles are congruent. If two triangles are congruent, if two sides and the included angle of one are equal to the corresponding sides and the included angle of the other triangle, then both the triangles are congruent to each other. Now we clear the concept of SAS congruent criterion by the help of figure. Let's see. Suppose that we have two triangles as triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So according to that property, that criterion, what is this? If two triangles are congruent, if two sides and the included angle between them, suppose that here AB and AC are two sides and the included angle between them is what? A is equal to the corresponding sides and the included angle of the other triangle, means corresponding sides AB is equal to PQ, angle P is equal to what? Angle A, and side AC is equal to side PR. So in this way, if their corresponding sides as AB is equal to like that, if AB side AB is equal to PQ, angle A is equal to angle P, angle A is equal to angle P, and side AC is equal to side PR, then by SAS criterion, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So this is the conditions for SAS congruence criterion. Okay, the two corresponding sides and the angle included between them are equal to each other. Then in that condition, by side angle sine congruence criterion, both the triangles are equal to congruence to each other, means triangle ABC congruence to triangle PQR. Now we take and solve some important question of your NCERT exercise based on side angle sine congruence criterion and solving them. Okay dear friends, let's see. Now we take and solve some important questions related to the SAS congruence criterion, which is what? Let's see. Prove that the angle opposite to, prove that, this is very important question of NCERT exercise, NCERT book. Prove that the angle angles opposite to angles opposite to equal sides of, prove that the angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. Okay, so we have to show that we have the angles opposite to equal sides. The angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. So first of all, we form a triangle. Let's see its proof. So first of all, we form a triangle. We draw a triangle ABC. ABC. Okay. Now present here, first of all we write given. What is given? So in proving any result, any theorem, first of all we write the given. So given is what? He proved that the angles opposite to equal side of a triangle are equal. So here in which ABC is a triangle. Here triangle ABC, triangle ABC, in which a triangle ABC in which AB is equal to AC, in which side AB is equal to side AC, side AB is equal to side AC. Okay, and we have to do and to prove what I prove. To prove what? Prove that the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. The angle opposite to equal sides is what? Angle B and angle C, na? So we have to show that angle B is equal to angle C. To prove is what? Angle B is equal to angle C. We have to show that angle B is equal to angle C. Okay. Now we have to do some construction. Let's see. Construction is what? We draw the bisector of angle A, which is meet the BC at point D. This is the bisector of angle A. Okay, we draw the bisector AD. We draw the bisector AD. We draw the bisector AD of angle A, which meets BC at in D. Okay, so we have to do some construction for that question. What is the construction here? Here, we draw the bisector AD of angle A, which meets BC in D. This is the bisector, means what? Angle BAD is same as angle CAD. Okay, that angle is equal to this angle. Okay, now we write proof. Now in proving that result, means angle AB is equal to angle C. First of all, we have to show that the here two triangles are formed, ABD and ACB. So first of all, we take now in triangles ABD and ACD. Now in triangles ABD and ACD, we have this is it. Okay, now let's see. Now in triangles ABD and ACD we have what we have. Let's see. There is one here AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC, which is what given. AB is equal to AC, which is what given. Okay. Now and we draw by construction. We draw AD as a bisector of angle A. Means angle BAD. Angle BAD is same as angle CAD. Angle CAD. This is by construction. This is what by construction. And AD is equal to AD, which is common side. AD is equal to AD, which is common side. Okay, common side. Thus, by which criterion? Congruence criterion. Thus, by angle side angle, because of two corresponding sides and the angle between included between them are equal to each other. Thus, by SAS congruence rule or criterion, triangle ABD is congruence to triangle ACD. Thus by CPCT, CPCT means corresponding part of congruent triangle, and by CPCT means what? Their corresponding part of congruent triangles are equal to each other. That is, corresponding angles is what? Angle B is equal to angle C. Thus by CPCT, angle B is equal to angle C. Angle B is equal to angle C. Hence proved. Prove that result. Okay. So in this way, dear friends, we have to show that the angle opposite to equal sides of a triangles are always equal to each other. So using that result, we can solve so many questions of your NCERT exercise based on these results. So this is one of the most important result of your topic. So please remember that result always in your mind. Okay, now which is very important. So first of all, we draw a triangle, and in that triangle we have two equal sides. AC is given in your question, and we draw AD as a bisector of angle A, which meets BC in D. Now we have to show that triangle ABD and triangle ACD are congruent to each other by the help of SAS congruence criterion, and then by CPCT means corresponding part of congruent angles are equal to each other. So here corresponding angles B is equal to C. Okay, so hence proved. So in this way, the angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now we take and solve some other important question of your NCERT exercise. Let's see. Now the question is, we take an NCERT question in the given figure. In the given figure, O is the midpoint of AB. O is the midpoint of AB. O is the midpoint of AB, and CD prove that first point, triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD. Second one is what? AC is equal to BD, and third one is what? AC parallel to BD. And the figure is, this is AC, this is BD, this is point O, this is point what? O. Okay, this is the given figure, and the given figure given that O is the midpoint of AB and CD. Okay, this is very important question of NCERT. Now let's see its solution. First of all, now in triangle AOC and triangle BOD, in triangle AOC and triangle BOD, we have what we have. Let's see. Dear students, AO is equal to OB. AO is equal to OB because of O is the midpoint of AB as well as O is the midpoint of CD, na? So that side is equal to that side. So we have AO is equal to OB, which is given. Okay, because of O is the, since O is the midpoint of AB and part angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. These are the vertically opposite angles, and you know that the vertically opposite angles are equal to each other, and AOC is equal to BOD and CO is equal to OD and CO is equal to OD, because of O is the midpoint of CD also, because of, since O is the midpoint of CD. O is the midpoint of CD. Okay, now O is the midpoint of CD. So CO is equal to OD. Now, thus by SAS, side angle side, thus by SAS congruence criteria, कि triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD. Hence, first part is proved. AOC is by BOD congruent to that. First part is proved. This is proved, the first part. And by CPCT, now by CPCT. Now by CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are also equal. So corresponding parts is what? Now let's see. AC is equal to BT. This is AC is equal to BT. By CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay, dear friends. Now let's see here. Third one is what? We have to show that AC parallel to BD. It is very clear from the figure. Here two lines AB intersect CD at point 2, and AC parallel to BD. Yes, because of these are vertically opposite angle, then they form the alternate interior angle. So by CPCT we have what? Angle OAC. Let's see, angle OAC is equal to angle OBD. Let's see, angle OAB is equal to angle OBD, which are the supposed AB is a transversal and that angle are equal to each other. Alternate interior angle are equal. Thus in this way AC parallel to what? BD. In this way, in today's class we discuss the very important congruence criterion, which is SAS, and based on that topic we take and solve some important questions of yours NCERTs. Now in next class we take and solve some other important question of your NCERT exercise. Okay dear, so now thanks to all.